Hello everybody, welcome to daily stock market analysis. S&P 500 is selling down. This is MES chart, down 0.65% today. And I told you guys yesterday it's not time to be hero, it's time to take profits and look to short. Now I just wanted to show you this is daily chart. You can see this cycle, this green cycle here. Now we are selling down, but there's still some time left on this cycle. So it is possible we can still go a little bit more up from here and then go down, and you can see what happened here. You can see this here. You can take this as a reference. So you can see we were supposed to go up, we went down a bit, and then near the top we just bounced for a couple of days, and then we had a massive sell-off in last week of this March, mid-March cycle here. Okay, so just keep that in mind. It's quite possible we can still go up. We are still in a range. Okay, it's still possible we can still go up slightly and then go down, so be mindful of that. So if you get an opportunity, if S&P 500 goes up from here, look to short. Okay, look to short, and then eventually my target is here. I'm expecting a full week of sell off like this. So it's going to be like a capitulation event, mainly in financial and IWM, Russell 2000, and energy sector. So these three should bring entire market down, and that will be a good buy zone. Okay, that will be a good buy area. So nothing changed on MES, everything as I expected. And US 500, which is futures. So if you want to trade this, look at my other videos on Kettler channel. So you can see now today at the end of the day we came to the buy zone here, which is around 4106, which is also this red line. So at the end of the day we came down. Now we're bouncing. So if tomorrow we open below this, look to buy. I think then we can have a short-term bounce and then we can fail again. Okay. Anyhow, that's like day trading stuff. So let's get rid of this. Let's go to US 100. Okay, this is Nasdaq. You can see on our chart we are going higher. You can see what's going on. We are going higher, making higher highs on lower momentum on PPO and RSI. So that's telling me that this bounce is about to end very, very soon. Nasdaq made a new high on still lower momentum. Okay, even if I go on daily chart, you can see we made a new high. Okay, and you can still see this divergence. Okay, if I draw divergences from here, RSI, you can still see we have divergence. Oops, what happened here? Get this fixed. This has to go down. You can see this still divergence on RSI, and PPO also there's still divergence. Okay, so nothing changed. I think it's more triple Qs is the ATF we use. You can see divergence are still intact. Today they tried to show like we are breaking out of this wedge. Today in the morning we were up, and then end of the day we sold off, and now we're back in this wedge. Okay. Worst case, wait for this purple line to break. Okay, if you want to be conservative, whenever you see this purple line to break, that's a sell signal. Tomorrow they can still make it a new high. They can still make it show like you can see this gap around 330. Okay, that's around 13,575, I think, on Nasdaq. They can still try to pop out, and then then they can drop down. So be aware of that. But at the end, if you see a pop up tomorrow or later this week, look to short. Okay, so only look to short, and you should be looking to take profits already. If you're watching my channel, you should be out of your positions by now. You should be only looking to sell or buy put options. All right. Wix, you can see Wix bouncing. You can see cycle low is here. Now it's bouncing. So it's possible we might have already seen the top today. Okay, it is quite possible. And now we are selling down. So be mindful of that. So Wix up 5% today. And yesterday, if you watch my yesterday channel, I told you can buy UVXY. This is the ETF. It was a 4%, or VXX for Wix. This is also up 3% today. All right. So that one my last yesterday channel could have made you profits if you bought VIX. US 30 selling off. Okay, more lower prices I'm expecting. US 2000 Russell ETF selling off, looking for a capitulation, looking for new lows, retest of lows, and then with some divergence, and looking for more selling there. Nothing changed. Oil is selling, nothing changed here. Again, going nicely with my projection. For new lows here, new lows or lower low. Natural gas, again, looks like sold off. It was very bullish, almost 4% in the morning. 1 hour chart, there's a gap here, looking for that to fill. Not looking bullish until I until this gap is filled. Bitcoin selling off. You can see my projection. Was this the top today? Yesterday? It's possible. If I released a short video yesterday, I told you it's gonna top anytime. So you're gonna be very, very careful on Bitcoin. Now the sell-off depends on how much S&P 500 sells off. This could be like a capitulation type event. At minimum, I'm looking for 24,000. It can go even lower to 23. So be very, very careful on Bitcoin. Ethereum is holding good today, but soon it's going to break down, and then looking for 1600 or lower. Gold sold off heavily. Today was release of Canadian inflation data, and then they said inflation is going higher, so that put gold down. So looking for now lower prices. I'm not bullish until we reach this buy zone around 1900. Silver also selling off. Touch my buy zone, looking for around $22 on silver. Dollar stable today. US dollar looking for lower prices. This cycle low is coming here around July. Looking to go there. Wheat, again, cycle low is coming here around 9th of June, looking for lower prices on wheat. TNX, this is treasury yield, looking for, again, lower prices here. So this low is coming on 8th of June, looking for more dump there. Bond market, kind of flat today. Cycle, it's in the middle, so could expect another little pump tomorrow and then sell off around 9th of June. Let's look at sectors. Gold miners selling off. Now this is my buy zone around $30. So looking to buy around here, looking for more sell off on gold miners. And XLE energy sector, everything is playing as planned. Looking for lower prices here. This is the gap fill around 71.55, looking for that. XLU, lower prices, multiple gap fills, looking for that. XLV, same thing, lower prices. Looks like this already happened here. So looking for lower prices on XLV. XLF, looking for capitulation. Basically, this is going to go very low very soon. So looking for lower prices. XLI, industrial, again looking for lower prices. XLRE, real estate, heavy selling today. Looks like this gap is filled, so we can get rid of that. Again, for more lower prices. Did it create any gap on 1 hour chart? No. So looking for lower prices. So you can see all sectors are selling. Only big FANG stocks were holding it nicely, but there's no breadth in the market. Okay, you can see all these sectors, they are like all deep red, and the only stocks which are holding Apple, Google, and Amazon. Okay, and AMD was pumping because of news on PC market is live again, and then there's more demand coming, so AMD is pumping because of that. So looks like this market is about to roll over very, very soon. And let's look at Tesla, flat. It was up almost 1.5–2% in the morning. Now cycle low is coming here. So there's also a gap here. If you go to 1 hour chart, there's a gap here. It's possible there's a gap here. There's a gap up, but with everything selling, it's possible it can sell off. So got to be very careful on Tesla. Also, there's another gap around 145. So we'll see. There's also this buy zone between 148 and 135. If you reach there, look to buy it. And let's look at other main stocks. Apple was flat. It was up in the morning. Again, reversal candle, inverse Thor. This is a reversal candle. So looking for, looks like top is in. For lower prices on Apple. Google was up. Okay, let's see. There's no divergence on RSI. There is slight divergence on PPO. So making a new high on little bit of divergence. Little bit more upside will erase this divergence. So we'll see how Google's goes, but with entire market selling off, soon it's gonna spread into all these big stocks, and eventually we should see sell off in Google as well. So we'll see how it goes. Microsoft also holding with divergence on PPO and RSI. So you can see here, this is RSI. New highs are being made on divergence. So you got to be very, very careful on all these. When these things start to sell off, it's going to be like very quick sell off. Okay, it looks like we filled this gap today. Let's go to 1 hour chart and see. We did fill this gap, so we can get rid of this. So there are no gaps to the upside now. There's massive gap to the downside, looking for that to fill. Snowflakes, flat, nothing changed. Looks like top is in yesterday and looking for lower prices. Meta, again, it was up in the morning, now sold off. Looks like going for lower prices. Amazon was up. Did it cross below this? It still did not fill this gap, and it's right there, right on. It closed above this candle, so Things are a bit bullish on Amazon, but with market selling off, looking for lower prices on all sectors. So eventually looking for weakness in big stocks. Netflix, if it can hold this line, you can buy, but looks like it should break it very soon. Let's go to 1 hour chart, see if there's any gap there. We did create another gap on Netflix. So we can put another line here. So it looks like another gap is here. So that's another gap here now to fill. Nvidia, did it make a new high? Yes, it did. Again, you can see Nvidia made a new high on divergence on RSI and PPO. So nothing changed. Looks like we are getting ready for a big sell-off. AMD made a new high, again new high here, and you can see this trend line looks like today was a perfect back test of this trend line. Okay, and we are in this sell zone, so today could be the end of this bounce. And if I go to 1 hour chart, do I see anything else here? No gaps here. So yeah, today could be the end of this bounce. We'll see back test of this trend line, and now looking to fail. Okay. All right, guys, that's it for today. And if you're still here, please hit the like button, and please share this channel with friends and family. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good rest of the day. Bye.